This AI just told me a book exists that was never written. It gave me the author, the published date, even a summary. All of it completely made up. This is called an AI hallucination. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why it happens and why it's not really lying at all. If you've used ChatGPT, Claude, or any AI chatbot, you've probably run into this. You ask a simple question and the AI gives you an answer that sounds completely confident and is completely wrong. Fake citations, made-up statistics, people who don't exist. This isn't a bug that a quick update will fix. It's baked into how these systems fundamentally work. Let's break it down. Here's the first thing to understand. An AI language model isn't a database. It doesn't look up facts in a giant filing cabinet. Instead, think of it like the world's most advanced autocomplete. When you type a question, the AI is predicting the most likely next word, then the next, one at a time, based on patterns it learned from reading a huge amount of text. It's not retrieving a stored fact. It's generating a response that sounds like what a correct answer would sound like, based on patterns. That distinction is the whole key to understanding hallucination. The AI isn't trying to recall truth. It's trying to produce the most statistically probable next word, and most of the time that lines up with the truth. But not always. So why would predicting the next likely word ever produce something totally false? 3 main reasons. Reason 1, gaps in training data. If the AI was never shown enough real information about something, say a very niche historical event or a person with a common name, it still has to produce an answer. So it fills the gap with something that sounds plausible, blending patterns from similar things it has seen. Reason 2, it's optimized to sound confident, not to say, I don't know. During training, these models are rewarded for giving smooth, complete, helpful-sounding answers. Saying, I'm not sure, is actually a harder, less rewarded behavior than just generating a confident-sounding guess. So the model defaults to confidence, even when it shouldn't. Reason 3, no built-in fact checker. The model doesn't have a little voice in its head verifying each sentence against reality. It generates text, and only afterward can a separate system, or a human, check if it's true. There's no internal truth alarm going off in real time. Here's an analogy that makes this click. Imagine a student who has read thousands of books but is now in an exam, and they're not allowed to leave a single answer blank. For questions they know well, they'll write a great answer, but for a question they're unsure about, they won't write, I don't know. They'll write something that sounds right, based on patterns from similar questions they've studied. Sometimes that guess is right. Sometimes it's confidently, fluently wrong. That's an AI hallucination in a nutshell. A fluent, well-structured guess, dressed up as a fact. This matters because AI is being used for real decisions now. Research, medical questions, legal information, coding. If a hallucinated answer sounds just as confident as a correct one, people can't always tell the difference just by reading it. That's why AI companies are working on things like letting models search the web for real-time facts, training models to say, I'm not sure more often, adding citation systems, so you can check the actual source super early. But none of these completely eliminate hallucination. They just reduce how often it happens. So here's what you can actually do about it, starting today. 1, always verify specific facts, numbers, quotes, or citations before using them anywhere important. 2, be extra cautious with obscure topics. The less common the information, the higher the hallucination risk. 3, ask the AI to show its sources, or use versions of AI that can search the web in real time. 4, treat AI like a very well-read but occasionally overconfident assistant, not an infallible encyclopedia. AI hallucination isn't the model lying to you. It doesn't have intentions. It's a side effect of how these systems are built, predicting likely words instead of retrieving verified facts. Understanding that helps you use these tools smarter and know exactly when to double-check. If this helped make AI a little less mysterious, hit subscribe. I'm breaking down how these systems really work, one video at a time. See you in the next one.